Hello and welcome to the Happy Hippie Intuitive. My name is Nina and I'm here to do your pick a card reading for today, which is also going to be about crystals. Today we're going to use crystals to see what your energy field is looking like, what your chakra system is looking like, and advice from Spirit and the angels on how to maneuver the energies that we're currently in. So we're going to use some oracle cards, yes, but we're also going to use a lot of crystals today. So if that's something that interests you, then stick around. So you have 3 cards to choose from, as you always do, number 1, 2, and 3. And you also have 3 crystals to choose from. Today on number 1, we have a raw green fluorite. On number 2, there is a raw clear quartz. And on number 3, we have a raw smoky quartz. So feel into your intuition. Ask your angels and guides to guide you to pick number 1, 2, or 3. Pause the video if you need more time to make your pick, and I'll be back in a moment. And I'll start with number 1. Removing number 3 and number 2. Okay, number 1. So if you pick number 1 and the raw green fluorite, then this is a reading for you. I'll put it up here and it will be part of your reading. Now we're going to intuit this one card first, and then I'm going to throw actually some crystals around. I'll show you that later. And then we're going to read how your chakra system is doing, and from that we can find out what kind of energies you are in and ask Spirit for advice on how to maneuver those energies, okay? So let's look at this card first. Wow, the temple path. Okay, number 12, which is number 3 in numerology, and 3, of course, is a sacred number for me. The temple path for me is about your life journey. It's about your spiritual journey, okay? It is about following the path that was meant for you, seeing the eye, kind of keeping your eye on the ball, having focus on the end game here, having focus on where it is that you want to end up. Having focus on what it is that gives you joy is what I feel here as well. I feel a feeling of magic and mysticism in this as well. Yeah, and I get a very good feeling. So we're going to put that over here, and then we are going to bring this out. And I have all the crystals here. So these are kind of all the crystals that are representing the chakra system. And this crystal is going to represent you. This is a raw clear quartz. And then, of course, there's different crystals symbolizing the different chakras. So what we do is that I put these in my hand, shake them about a little bit, and then I throw it down here. And then we see where they land, and then I will do a reading of that, okay? That's kind of how this works. So let us get into it. Okay, number 1. Let's have a look at this. So you landed over here, and the closest one for you is the indigo crystal, which is the third eye. So I do have a feeling that you're focusing a lot on seeing things clearly right now. You also have your crown chakra, you know, the amethyst and the crown chakra, very close to you here. And you also have a representation for your sacral chakra, also very close here, which is the orange carnelian. Okay? So for me, I feel like you're focusing a lot on the spiritual. You're focusing a lot on opening up to Spirit, seeing things clearly, maybe a third eye opening, since that is very close to you. And that's something I feel like you are doing well and that you are progressing on. And you are also very close to the sacral chakra, which is the second chakra, which is also representative for, you know, your passion, your creativity. And so for some of you, this might be spiritual work, I have to say. Okay. Now let's look at what is a little bit further away from you. You have the root, and that's in clear view of you, so that's also quite close. So root is of course about your roots, about your ground pillars in life, which can be work. So again, some of you might actually be working within the spiritual field or invited to do so. Now you also have the solar plexus chakra almost in clear view, a little bit behind the root. So there might be a little work to be done with your energy, with your, how much energy you have, how much do you give, how much do you gain, so you don't get imbalance when it comes to that. Since it is a little bit behind the root, don't let your eager for work get in the way of losing your energy, okay? Because this can represent work in general, not just the spiritual, or also family. Ground pillars in life can also be family. So it can be family, money, job, house, those kind of steady ground pillars in life, right? Now, behind here, you have what is representative of your chakras above the crown. So the chakras that are connecting you to the oneness. Because this is, of course, connecting you to spirit, yes, but this is kind of higher up, connecting you to the oneness, to the overall energy, to seeing things from a higher perspective. And that is blocked by your root here. You don't have clear view of that. So I would say, being on the spiritual journey, opening up, balancing chakras, working within spiritual field, or being interested in spirituality, reading up on it, learning about it, taking courses, yes. But are you remembering that you are also a part of the oneness? Are you making sure that when you work with this, that you sink so deep into it that you see that higher perspective, where you remember where you're from, where you remember that you're a spiritual being having a human experience? Because many people who work within the spiritual, or who are wanting to get into the spiritual work, in the beginning might only connect with deceived loved ones, or interest in angels, or understanding that, yes, I have a higher self, but there is more to it behind that kind of. It's a even bigger thing. And that's when you start getting into the feeling of oneness. Okay, so I would say that that's something you might want to look into, number one. Okay. You have also your heart chakra all the way out here. So with that, I would say, is your heart in it? Whatever it is that you're doing right now, is your heart in it? Is this truly what you want? No matter what it is that you're working with, or dealing with, or situation that you're in, since your heart chakra is that far away, I would ask you that question. Make sure that you follow your heart. That you follow your heart in every situation, when it comes to choosing your partner, when it comes to choosing your job, when it comes to choosing your life path, where to live, all of those kind of things. You have to connect with your heart here. So there might be a heart opening exercise that you can do here, or just sit down, hold your hand on your heart chakra, and just breathe into that chakra and ask questions, okay? Now, you also have, this is the earth star chakra. So that's kind of the chakra that's beneath your feet, that opens you to connect you to earth. And that's quite far away, and it's kind of partially blocked here from you. So I would say, are you grounded now, number one? Because I have a feeling that you're not, since this is so far away from you. So I would invite you to ground. I would invite you to go out in nature. I would invite you to, hug a tree, connect with animals, do something that connects you with that ground feeling. The ground pillar connects you with Gaia, okay? Shamanism might be something for you, number one. Now, you have the communication chakra, the blue stone here, in view, but it's a little bit further away. So are you communicating what it is that you truly want? Or are you good at communicating right now? Or are you kind of putting that aside a little bit? Are you maybe secluding yourself? Or are you holding something back? Or, take this as it resonates with you. Now, this is, of course, also representative for the heart. So I actually have 2 stones for the heart here. I will remove that for the next reading because I choose either the green or the pink to represent the heart chakra. But so here for you, number one, you have gotten 2. But maybe that was not a coincidence, because, as I said, they are blocked, both of them. So I have to ask you, are you following your heart, number one? I have a feeling that you're not, you see. So that's just another pointer for me, saying that you need to follow your heart. You need to connect. You need to make sure that you don't get yourself dragged into things that you don't want to do, okay? I'm going to pull a couple more of these energy cards to see what pops up here, if there's some other messages, and then we're going to pull a couple of tarot, okay? Let's see where we go, number one. Let's at least pull one more card here. I'll put that next to that so we see that. And pull one card for the other side. Magician and the Mirror. So you are the magician of your own life, you see, that you're the one who have to make the changes, okay? It's not going to be made for you. You have to make those kind of changes. So that's kind of the message in that as well. So let us pull some tarot cards for you as well from the Arcana Tarot today. Let us see what we get. Number one, oh, one that almost popped. Let's see. Yeah. This is kind of interesting way of looking at it. Just a different way of, you know, asking the energies to come forward. So I hope you appreciated that. Doing something different today. Let's see what you get. The Hermit. Okay. So you are in need of some alone time here. You are in need of connecting, of going inwards to connect with spirit. You know, the lamp of the Hermit is a symbol of the connection to spirit. So they're definitely asking you to connect here. But you have to connect inwards to yourself first. And that's kind of where I feel like you might have been off, because you have all of this connection, you know, wanting to connect to spirit and seeing things, you know, clearly and opening the third eye chakra and all of that. So connection up is fine, but are you also connecting inwards to yourself though? So I have a feeling this is kind of an invitation to go in and kind of let the energy come into you and not push your energy out and up, because sometimes when we want to connect with the spiritual, we have, you know, we have the tendency to maybe push our energies out instead of receiving, because you get just as much information when you are just receiving and sitting down and sinking down than trying to go up to them. You don't need to. You have to sink down into you and they will come towards you, okay? Not the other way around, right? So, Tower, okay. So this might have been an epiphany. It might have been something that just came out of the blue just like that. And it's together with a Magician. So I'm not too worried about it though. Underneath the deck you have Death card. So that's kind of transformation for me. So there might have been something that came out of the blue that kind of rocked your boat a little bit, that made you shift. Made you shift your energy, or made you shift your goal, or what you wanted to do, or the way you looked upon something. Or this might be your epiphany. This might be your you know, time to look at something from a different side here. And you have the Temple path, the Hermit, and the Magician here. So I have a feeling that this is very much about your spiritual journey, number one. Okay? And there's a huge transformation in that. And I was encouraged to look underneath. The Hangman, new perspective, as I just said. Right? So definitely new perspective, seeing something, epiphany coming towards you, something that rattled, something that made you shift, or it will make you shift if it hasn't happened already. But from what I can see here in general of this reading is that you need to open your heart. You need to make sure that you follow your heart. And you need to, when you sink into meditation, connect with the oneness. Speaking your truth. Make sure that you ground yourself. Go outside in nature if you can. Okay? So, in the end today, I want to draw what is called a Chakra Love card as an ending of this reading today. So, let's see what card you get, number one. There's an ending to this reading. Harmony makes the song of life sweeter. Chakra balance in general, they are saying harmony is needed. You can use green jasper, turquoise, or labradorite for that. So there is some balance that's needed here, okay? Chakra balance in general. Yeah. So I can see that also from the spread of this, that there is quite a few that's kind of blocked here. Okay. So look into that for you. Creativity. Use creativity to transform your pain into positivity. And Amazonite. might be a crystal you can use for that. And it also says throat chakra. So communicating your own creativity, communicating your own vision, communicating your own journey. You know, as I said, that the throat chakra was a little bit far away here. So I asked you also, are you communicating what it is that you want, right? Are you communicating your creativity? Are you, you know, speaking your truth, standing in your truth? So that are questions I want to ask you as well. Okay. Well, this was a different reading. I hope you liked it. If you did, then give it a thumbs up. Feel free to comment in the comment section below if you liked this reading and if you would like to see more of these kind of readings in the future. I would very much like to hear your opinion on that. So if you like what I do, as I said, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Click the bell so you get notified. If you're interested in channeled work, if you're interested in awakening process, ascension, communication with source energy, angels and such, then head on over to my other channel called Pure Light Awakening. It's linked in the description box as well, so you can find that there if you want to. Okay? With that being said, thank you so much for being part of this video today. Until the next time I see ya. Bye. Okay, number 2. So if you chose this card, number 2, and also the clear quartz raw crystal, then this is the reading for you. We'll look at this card and then we are going to use crystals and we're going to look at your chakra system and a lot of fun stuff today. But let's get into this first card to begin with. Angel of Love. 4 and 9 is 13, which equals 4 in numerology. 4 is about your ground pillars as well. I know this can be read as just a love, you know, love relationship thing, but I hear self-love, actually. So taking care of you. But of course, it can also be love from people around you. It can be love from spirit. It can be love from a friend, family member. Take it as it resonates, people, okay? I'm going to put that over here, and then we're going to do the crystals. And it looks like so. Here are a lot of crystals, and they represent the different chakras. And this represents you. And so we will throw all the crystals down here, and I will read how they are kind of spread out, and then we will give a reading from that, okay? So let's do this. Okay, so you landed over here, and the closest one to you here is representative of the root chakra. Root chakra being the ground pillars, as I said here with the number, okay? Ground pillars can be family, it can be house, it can be work, it can be money, it can be, you know, all the things that we kind of need to begin with in order to kind of function. The ground pillars can also be representative for past, for growing up, for, you know, childhood and connection with parents and stuff, just to have that said. But that's very close to you. So I would say either you're focusing on family or on work or money right now, and that's kind of your main focus because that's very close. But you see all the other ones are kind of spread all around here, quite a bit further out. So the main focus for you now is kind of money, career, home, life, or family, or kind of upbringing, ancestry, those kind of things, okay? So what is in need of some looking into? Well, you do have your crown chakra with the amethyst here in view, and that's kind of the next closest one. So I do feel like you also have your eye on spirituality, on your spiritual journey, and you also have your third eye over here, indigo third eye, behind the amethyst here. So also seeing things clearly, focusing on that part of the spiritual journey. You also have the solar plexus chakra kind of over here with the yellow. But it's not very close. So I would say watch your energy, what you put your energy into right now, okay? Now, these over here are kind of blocked a little bit. This is almost in clear view. That's representative for your earth star chakra, the tiger's eye. So that's connection to nature, connection to Gaia, okay? And that's kind of far away. So I would say focus a little bit more on grounding. And behind that, kind of blocked by that and that, is your throat chakra. So are you communicating clearly right now? Are you good at communicating? Are you standing in your truth? Are you being truthful to yourself right now? It's something I would ask. You do have the sacral chakra also kind of blocked, and that's your creativity and your passion. So I would say that also needs some looking into. And also the heart chakra here is blocked. So are you following your heart right now, or are you too focused on making the money, doing the job, getting things done, those kind of things? This is representative for the oneness, because this is kind of where your connection with spirit, and this is connection with the angels, connection with your guides, your team, everything. But this one over here is kind of over that again, further out, which is kind of God, source energy, the feeling of oneness, where you kind of meditate so deep that you get into that feeling of oneness. And that's all the way over here, very blocked. So I would say that is something that you definitely need some work on. Sinking deeper into that meditation when you meditate, sinking deeper into that feeling of oneness, which can also be connected with nature. So finding the way there is also through nature, to being outside and just feel that connection with nature, feel that oneness, feel that energy from the tree to you, from the grass to you, from the sun to you, that you are part of everything, okay? That is very, very important. So since that's all the way over here and kind of blocked, I would say that maybe that's something you need to focus more on, number 2, okay? So, but what I feel here, and that's something I said here, self-love, taking care of you, right? Remember I said that, because you are too much here where you're focusing on your home or your work or your money or doing or fixing or, very, very kind of, I have to have these ground pillars in order, but your heart is all the way over here. Your oneness, your connection with nature, your creativity, your truth is all the way over here, and it's blocked. So there is definitely time to take care of your physical form, your heart, and your connection with the oneness here, okay, and with your grounding. But let us pull one more of these energy oracles, and then we're going to pull some tarot as well. Okay, number 2. A little different reading today. I hope you appreciate that. And we are kind of connecting in a different way. It's always fun. So let's see here. Number 25, deceit. Number 7. Okay, so 2 and 5 is 7. So numerology 7 is also divine. So I would say that deceit can be you deceiving yourself, though. It could be somebody on the outside within work. I would feel that is. So you might, for some of you, you might want to look out for that. But I do have a feeling that you're also kind of fooling yourself here a little bit. That you maybe ego is coming in your way of doing what's best for you. Underneath the deck, you have the second chakra. Again, Archangel Ariel, which is that one here, the sacral. So the creativity, I mean, are you using your creativity? Are you in that flow right now, number 2, I would ask? Because I have a feeling that you're a little bit off here. And maybe your ego is kind of pushing you into focusing on the money. You see that this person is holding on. It looks like some sort of coins here as well. So are you focusing too much on that right now? Okay. But of course, take this as it resonates with you, number 2. Let us pull some tarot. Okay. Let's see what we get. The Hierophant. So that is, of course, the spiritual teacher or the connection to spirit. It can be an invitation for you to connect in general for yourself, or it can be an invitation for you to actually contact someone that is a spiritual teacher, or is some sort of priest, or some sort of person that represents the connection to spirit for you. Okay, so you have to take that as it resonates. But definitely an invitation to contact spirit here, to get into that flow here, not focus too much on the practical 3D things in your world right now. You have the Queen of Cups. That's someone who is very emotional as well, but also someone who is very caring, who is very nurturing, who is very about giving the love. And I would say here, giving the love to yourself. And when you fill your own cup up, and when you are filled with love, then that will spill over to children, to partners, to whomever, you know, in your vicinity. But most importantly, fill your own cup up first. Underneath the deck, 3 of Pentacles. You're focusing very much on work right now. Maybe there's a new project that you just started, since this is very much about starting new projects. But also about being creative. You see he's holding up, you know, he's painting here. So, you know, starting up something new, and it's always very exciting and very interesting. But don't get yourself kind of too much into the practical stuff of it, is what I would say. They encourage me to look underneath. 3 of Cups, partnership. Okay, so 3 and 3 here. Okay, underneath there again, judgment call. Okay, wake up call. Okay, yeah. No, I get it. It's I feel like the partnership that they're talking about here can also be a spiritual group, you see. It's not necessarily business partnership, but if you have friends that are spiritual, or if you have a spiritual group that you can go to, or if you have a yoga group, or if you have a meditation group, or if you have, you know, some place where you feel more connected to the oneness, to source energy, to the spiritual world in general. So they're kind of encourage you to get into that. Maybe that has something to do with the Hierophant here as well. Maybe it's a yoga teacher. Maybe it's a spiritual teacher. Maybe it's a course that you're supposed to attend. You know, look at these things. I mean, take it as it resonates for you, number 2. But I feel like they're very much encouraging you to get into that space, not in the ego space, okay? So, yeah. Let us pull some Chakra Love cards in the end for you, number 2. Oop, one that just popped over here. Trust. Trust your intuition. It is in contact with a higher source of knowledge. 3rd eye chakra, tourmaline. So seeing things for what it is, of course. Seeing the truth for what it is. That's one of the things here. And trust your intuition, meaning also contact with a higher source of knowledge. So again, with the higher source, with connection with your higher self here. Very important for you, number 2. Fertility. Let your life burst forth from the seeds of creation. Sacral chakra, peach moonstone. So you got the sacral chakra again here. Okay. So that is the 3rd time you got it, because you had it here as well. The 2nd chakra, Archangel Ariel. So that's the 3rd time I'm mentioning the sacral for you. So creativity. Are you being creative? Are you allowing your creativity to come forth here? Are you in that flow, number 2? I have a feeling no, I must say. So, you know, allowing yourself, because the creativity goes hand in hand with the spiritual, right? With your soul. So are you creating from your soul, or are you creating from the ego right now? Okay. But that's kind of a question I have to ask you. So I feel like you're invited definitely to be part of some sort of grouping, or some sort of spiritual group, or yoga practice, or something in that, you know, in that sense. So feel into what that might be for you, number 2, and take care of you. Self-care, most definitely. Don't let your work get just kind of gallop away with you and your ego. Going into the heart space here. Not let your heart be blocked, but opening up, right? Yeah, I feel like that was it for you this time around, number 2. I hope you appreciate this kind of reading. If you did, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Click the bell so you get notified every time I upload. If you're interested in channeled work, if you're interested in ascension, awakening process, those kind of things, find the link below in the description box to my other channel called Pure Light Awakening, where I talk about all those kind of things, okay? Thank you so much for being part of this video today, number 2. Till the next time I see ya. Bye. Okay, number 3, so if you pick this smoky quartz crystal, then this is the reading for you. I'll put it up here so it will be part of your reading. We will intuit this card first, and then we will get into the crystal reading. Strategy. Number 21, which equals number 3 in numerology. And I see that there's a key underneath the number. So there's a key to success, or a key to moving forward, a key to solving a problem, maybe. So they're saying also journal log here. It says right there, journal log. So they might be asking you to write stuff down, to journal what you feel, to kind of put it out down on paper, or to make plans kind of, you know, one thing at a time. Strategize, plan for the future. There's also a compass here, if you see that. So maybe you need to change direction. Maybe there's a new strategy in need here. So, but let us see what the crystals say. So this is how it works. I have all these crystals here that represents different chakras, and this crystal represents you. So I will shake them up a little bit, and I will toss them down here, and we will see where they fall, and that's kind of the reading, okay? So let's look at it. Okay, number 3, that is a good spread here. Okay, so I see that, you know, the chakras that seem to be kind of close to you here is the third eye chakra with the indigo. Also, your earth star chakra is quite close. And you also have the solar plexus almost as close. And also the throat chakra here. So I would say that you are maybe someone who is out in nature a lot, or is wanting to use nature to ground yourself. And that's definitely something that's good for you. And also third eye, seeing things clearly. You're wanting to see things clearly, or you have been seeing things clearly, or that's kind of your focus right now. So I feel like where you're at right now, you have a focus on, you want to see the path moving forward, as in the strategy. And you're maybe trying to ground yourself, or there's an invitation for you to ground yourself through nature, okay? You have the solar plexus in view, and it's not that far away. So I would say that you're also focusing on keeping your balance in the energy field, meaning not giving more than you receive, kind of keeping that balance. If you're not already, they're inviting you to do so. And you also have the throat chakra kind of just as far away on the other side, also clear view. So communicating your truth is also something I feel like is very important to you right now. It's very close to your heart right now. Now, for those who are a little bit further away, you have your base root chakra in clear sight, but a little further away. So there might be something about your root system, or, you know, your ground pillars right now that maybe are not all the way in place, or that it has been put away, or not so much focus right now, or is imbalanced. Okay, so take that as it resonates. The same with the heart. The heart is very far away here. It's in clear sight, but it is quite far away. So are you following your heart right now, number 3? Are you making sure that what you are embarking on is something you truly want? Just asking that question. You have, now this clear stone here, which is a clear quartz, is in view, but is also quite far away. This represents, you know, the feeling of connection with the spiritual realm and the oneness. The amethyst over here is the crown chakra, and it's far away and it's blocked. This represents the chakras above the crown chakra, which is the connection to oneness, and those are far away. So for me, it looks like you are not connecting with your spiritual team right now. You are not, you know, there where you are allowing your higher self to participate in. You know, your higher self is always participating, really, but you're not listening. You're not in connection. You're not. Your guides are not kind of getting through to you, is what I feel. You also have your sacral chakra blocked and a little bit further away. Sacral chakra is your creativity. Okay, so you have your creativity here blocked, you have your heart quite far away, and you're not communicating with your spirit team. So with that, I would say, where is your soul right now? Where is your soul flow? Where is your light being energy right now? That's not your focus apparently for the moment, because those are so far away. So you're in nature, maybe you're out walking, maybe you're exercising, maybe you're doing those kind of things and making sure that your energy is okay or in balance, as in, I'm not going to give more than I receive. Speaking your truth, standing up for yourself, trying to find your way by seeing things clearly, yes. But what about the spiritual? What about your soul? What about your spirit team? What about the feeling of oneness? That's far away. What about your heart? What about love? It's all, you know, can you see that? So that's what I feel that they're inviting you to do here. Let us pull another energy card. So you're very much about the strategy right now. You're very much about planning and work, maybe. Maybe it's all work, work, work and no play. You know, take that as it resonates, my number 3. So yeah, I have a feeling that there's some heart energy needed. See? Indecision. So again, about you're focusing too much about, should I go here, should I do there, what should I do here, what should I do there, planning, strategizing, work, blah blah blah. And where's the heart in all of this? Underneath the deck, man holding a coin. Yes, you're focusing on the money, you're focusing on the work, you're focusing on you know, you're not in your heart space right now, is what I feel, number 3. Okay, let's pull some tarot, see what they say. So your heart is all the way over here, and your soul chakras and crown chakra is all the way over here. So one that popped, 3 that popped over. Wow, let's look at them. Wheel of Fortune, Destiny, Justice, Balance, Work. Yep. Doesn't surprise me at all. Does not surprise me at all. Okay. Where's the balance in all of this? You're all about the work. Where's the destiny? Where's the connection to your destiny here? Where's the connection to the soul space? 3 of Cups. That's a grouping, and that might be a grouping for you that has to do with maybe let's pull one more card of that. Let's pull one more card on that. Okay. Judgment. Yeah, connection to spirit. Exactly. That's what I was about to say. So this might be a grouping of spiritual like-minded people. So where's that in your life right now? Are you are you in a yoga group, or are you in a meditation group, or are you in a, you know, are you surrounded by people who understand what spirit is, or are you just focusing on work right now? Underneath the deck, 5 of Cups. Because this person is focusing on the spilled milk over here instead of focusing on the 2 filled cups behind him. So seeing the silver lining as well. So for me, it looks like you are just too much in your workspace right now. You're just too much focusing on you know, getting results in the workspace and earning the money. It can also be home, you know, decorating your home, moving home, the ground pillars like that. And it can also be, of course, about your spiritual journey, about I want to move forward. I want this to happen. Why hasn't it happened yet? What am I supposed to do to make this happen? Well, get into your heart space for one. Connect with the oneness, and the higher self is another. You know, making sure that you are in the real flow and not in your ego space. Okay. So I feel like that's a big message here, number 3. I'm also going to pull some Chakra Love cards here. I'm sorry, my stomach is really hungry. It's asking for food. Yes, you'll get food soon. Okay, so let us pull some cards here, number 3, for the Chakra Love cards. Letting go. Letting go is not giving up. Sometimes it is the first step towards success. The sacral chakra, carnelian. So the sacral chakra, as I said, is blocked over here, your creativity. So letting go, I feel, is about letting go of the need of success, of the need of money right now, of the need of being good at something, and then the need of showing off, you know, that kind of energy, I think, is invited to let go of, at least for a period of time. Compassion. Resolve your conflicts with compassion. Heart chakra, jade. Yeah, opening the heart. As I said here, the heart is very far away. So you see that it's fun that we get those cards that are connected to the ones that are blocked or far away. So yeah, it's about finding your heart again. It's about I mean, are you really following your passion right now, number 3? Is this really truly what you want? This work thing here. Even if it is spiritual work. I mean, even if you are doing something, maybe you're just working too hard and too much, or expecting too much of yourself, or pushing yourself too hard, right? So it is about following your heart and finding that joy in what you do. And I feel right now that you're a little bit off here, okay? So I feel like that's kind of the main message here for you, number 3. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty much all I have. Thank you so much for being part of this reading today. Click that bell and subscribe if you haven't, and click that thumbs up. And if you're interested in channeled work or source energy or ascension awakening, then follow my other channel, Pure Light Awakening. It will be linked in the description box below. Okay? Thank you so much for being part of this video today, number 3. Till the next time I see you.